Daniel Nicol, 18S, sitting well in the series. You're the top Stratford car here on your home track. You've been podiuming a few bit in the regionals. Looking forward to tonight?
Yeah, mate. No, looking forward to having another basher today. So it's all about getting as many points as we can tonight. Consolidating on the last couple of weeks. So yeah, no, man, looking forward to tonight. Should be a good night.
Have you had to make much changes through the car heading back to your home track compared to other championships you've been at?
To be fair, man, like Palmy's really the only one we've been having big changes with the car. That's a big track down there, so everything sort of changes down there. Bigger gear sets, run it taller and harder, and so sort of come back home. But after being in Huntly the other week, not much has changed from there, mate. We got a pretty good baseline here a few weeks back at a club night where we did pretty well. So track's looking similar to that, and hopefully we guess it right, man, and we'll just sort of rough around that area and give it a nudge, see where we go.
You must be looking forward to just dropping back to 20 for the feature rather than the 30 in Huntly, eh?
Oh, mate, yeah, Huntly was tough. Real tough. We missed the setup by a long way, but I love it. I love 30 laps. I love big long races. Been lucky enough to have power steering in this thing, so it just sort of, everyone that's on the knife edge, those big long races can hurt them, and we're sort of doing all right. So the longer we go, the better we get, and the more places we can pick up later on in the race. So yeah, we'll see how we go. 20 laps is good.
Okay, catching up with 3NZ from Huntly, Ben Vaughan making the trip down. Ben, perfect last round for you at your home track, winning the 30 lapper and taking round number 2 effectively of the Oval Superstars.
Yeah, exactly. We had a really good run. We when the groups came out, we thought we had a group of death, 1, 2, 3 in the same group. We thought we'd actually have a hard round and be further down the order for that feature, but we had 2 good heats with the first and the second, and yeah, we had a great run, basically, won by half a lap, and yeah, good points.
Has the 3NZ sunk in yet that you're running around from the tail tank?
Looking at the grids, not really. I still lose myself looking at grid positions, but yeah, no, it's starting to, ever since we've got the number, we've had a really good run, so it's, we're not doing it any shame, taking it off Dewey and all that, so we're still at the front of the field, and that's a good thing.
And at the moment you're sitting second in the Oval Superstar Series. Effective, I guess you could say, points leader coming into this round, being only 2 behind 1NZ who's not here. So I guess the plan is just to climb that ladder and extend a lead, I guess, make the 2 points up on the 1NZ and then extend it some more.
Yeah, exactly. Without Hermo, he has really sort of helped us in a very good way. And but we're only, Dewey's only 9 points behind us, I think, and so it's still it's going to be a real hard battle. He's fast around here. We do struggle a little bit around this place. So I just got to use my head like I did in New Zealand and just know who I'm racing and collect points, basically.
In the series side of things, there are plenty of people obviously you want to thank that would help out with getting the trophies and other bits and pieces and help the series go together like it does.
Yeah, definitely. Shane Dewar has been definitely very influential for the whole class. Work with Shane, Declan and yourself actually, just pulling the series together. So yeah, without those guys it would be pretty tough, so it works really well for everyone.
catching up with Heat 1 winner from the Western Stampede, the independent wrap Western Stampede, Lydia, and you're a series sponsor, round sponsor too. Got to be happy with that win.
Yeah, for sure. Nice to start near the front, which makes life a little bit easier. So it was nice to get a bit of clear air and get one under my belt, and so we'll just see what happens for the next one. It's I quite like this format. You've got another race, just take it easy in the next one, and then you've got a feature to focus on.
Is it pretty cool to grab a win when you're the series round sponsor as well?
I actually hadn't given it much thought, but for sure, yeah. No, it's good to be able to support the class in that manner, and we have the opportunity to do that, which is cool. So the class is very competitive. There's 21 cars here today, and they are all super competitive and running top gear as well. So it's good to support it, and it's good to see other companies getting behind it in other areas as well.
Does the track change much here at Stratford towards this 20-lap feature?
The saloons are out now, so they'll sort of dust off what's sort of sitting on top, and that'll get it back to what it is sort of normally, and it doesn't sort of change a whole lot from there.
Okay, second place in Heat 1 of the Western Stampede here at Stratford Speedway went to Carl McGill. Carl, you had a bit of a challenge on your hands with Lydia to start with. She managed to get away, and then lap traffic almost cost you that second spot.
That's it, yeah. Ben was right there. He sort of just about got me, but I managed to tackle my way back and get it, or keep it, so came home with the second, so it's not a bad start. So
they're about to go green. And we're away and racing. Fields, he gets a flyer. He's into turn one. He's going to lead us in the first corner of the South Island Champs. He gets drifted out wide. Zach West is up over the front of Lunam and over. We'll go red. As we go green. Nartai's trying to shoot up the outside of Tim Ross. Ross is trying to come up the inside. Asher Rees has got away. Here comes Nartai. Then we go back to Ward, Tim Ross, Peter Ross. Then we go Kramer, Matt Hand. Ward's gone round. He's half spun himself, trying to straighten himself up. He's lost a couple of 3 spots there. Then we go back to Paul West. Ian Clayworth in the 7 machine. Then Matt Lunam having a bit of a battle with Peter Fields. Back up the front. We've got Asher Rees, followed by Malcolm Nartai, Tim Ross, Jada Maud shooting up the inside of the 44. Here comes Phil Kramer and Matt Hand. They're about to come into the picture as well. Asher Rees, he's leading us. He's put about half a dozen on Nartai, who's got about the same over Tim Ross. Then we go back to Jada Maud, Peter Ross, Matt Hand in the 58 car. Phil Kramer from Nelson. Then we go back to Paul West, Ian Clayworth, half a lap to the rest of them. This is where the race is for third and fourth. Ward's gone high, Ross is down low. Ward pulls away from him this time. Matt Hand's coming up the inside of Peter Ross, a couple of cars back. Asher Rees just starting to come into the lap traffic, as is Nartai. Those two are gone. Jaden Ward, he seems to have got past Tim Ross in the 144. Matt Hand, he's past Peter Ross. White flag looks like this time round for 126. Asher Rees, he's got about half a dozen to 8 on Nartai, who's got the full length of the straight to Ward, who's sitting in third. Then we go back to Matt Hand, Tim Ross, Peter Ross, Paul West, Phil Kramer, Ian Clayworth. But our race leader comes out of turn 4. First heat of the South Island Champs goes to 126, Asher Rees. Malcolm Nartai will come in second. As they come through, Jaden Ward takes third. Matt Hand, good drive by Matt. Tim Ross, Peter Ross, Paul West, Phil Kramer, Ian Clayworth.
So a fantastic field of sprint cars.
This Saturday night at Placemakers Huntly Speedway, starting 6 p.m, is the Waikato Sprint Car Champs and Waikato Saloon Champs. Support classes include midgets, F2 midgets, and stock cars. This Saturday night at TWS Paradise Valley Raceway at Rotorua, starting at 6 p.m, is the New Zealand vs Australia Mini Stocks. Support classes include Super Stocks, Stock Cars, Street Stocks, Production Saloons, and 6-shooters. This Friday night at Eastland Group Raceway Gisborne, starting 6:45 p.m, features the Pit Stop Saloon Champer Champs and the Saloon Bruce Elmers Memorial. Also on the cards, the Production Saloons have their Phil Walsh Memorial, and support classes include mini stocks and a demolition derby. This Saturday night at Miani Speedway, starting 6 p.m, features the Under 25 Superstock Champs. Support classes include Super Saloons, TQs, solo bikes, sidecars, and stock cars. This Saturday night at Stratford Speedway, starting 7 p.m, is the Carnage Carnival, featuring teams derby racing and an all-in ramp derby, including the Taranaki Modified Champs. This Saturday night at Ocean View Family Speedway, starting 6 p.m, it's the West Coast Champs for sidecars, adult mini stocks, and street stocks. Support classes include super stocks, stock cars, production saloons, and youth mini stocks.
Watch out for the 18 car. Here we go. We haven't got green yet, so another good start there. Exactly like the first team deal, and the outside car sets the pace. The yellows are out, the green flag is in the air, and it'll be the 74 setting the pace. Hopefully we get it right this time around. We get both cars in the box. Watch out again, the 18S, and we're ready to pounce.
We're catching up with Heat 2 winner here at the Western Stampede here at Stratford Speedway, Daniel Nicol. Bit of a mixed start there. You had to have a couple of cracks at it, but you got there in the end, and then you managed to hold off a hard-charging 2NZ Shane Dewar.
Yeah, mate, no, it was just, the outside was setting the pace, and it was a little bit low for my liking. I was just trying to get it a bunch along with us, but AC did well and held it down there, and just, I went a little early, so second crack at it, but no, it was good. I knew Shane was hard behind me, so it was just head down, mate, and hit the marks.
You're off the back of the next one, obviously, since you start off pole in that one, you're right off the back in this one, behind you this time, hoping to follow the lines and maybe battle a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. Like saying, give me a good smack up the backside there, going out of the box. I'll return the favour in the next one. It's all in good fun, and yeah, like you learn a lot from a 2NZ guy, So I look up to Dewey quite a bit. Got a lot of respect for him, and yeah, we'll just see how we go. Try to keep up with him and just sit with him, and we'll see how it pans out really at the end of the day.
All right, plans for the next one, I guess just take it easy and get through to that 20.
Oh mate, no, it's hammer down and pick up as many spots as I can so we can start further up the field in the feature race, and that's the half the job done, So we got to be up near the front at the pointy end for the feature race. It's going to be hard work with all of us out there in the end, and it's going to be a lot of fun too. So plenty of cars around there, be plenty of traffic. So further up we start, the better.
All right, catching up with the 2NZ, Shane Dewey finished up second in his first heat of the night. Happy with that performance?
Yeah, definitely kept up with Nickel. Kept him on his A game, gave him a helping hand here and there when he needed it off the start there, mate. No, all in all was pretty good. Waited for Daniel to try the high line, or the low line on Carroll, and I went to go high line, but it didn't work out that way. We swapped sides and I just went backwards a little bit.
How's the actual overall series gone for yourself though so far?
Oh, apart from a little hiccup we had in Huntley, I stuffed it up 3 times in one race. Went first, second, third, back to the back, come back to third, got relegated to 5th, so I think I held every position in that race.
Just trying to think who's missing from there. Oh, Lloyd Jennings, don't see him out there. So the green flag's ready. Second heat, South Holland Superstock Champs, and we're away and racing. Off into turn 1, we have 126, Asher Rees. Who's that up against? Well,
Clayworth got dispatched.
He just got fired into the wall. So we've got Rees, Matt Hand in the 58. Here comes Jaden Ward in the 971. As the first lap comes off, Clayworth's trying to get down. He's got front end damage. Stuck up by the turn 2 wall. Rees, Ward, Phil Kramer from Nelson, Matt Hand. Then we go back to Peter Ross, Paul West, Malcolm Nartai. Back up the front. 126, Asher Rees, followed by 971, Jaden Ward, Matt Hand. Then we go back to Nartai, Kramer, Tim Ross, Paul West. He's shooting up the inside of Ross. As they come out of 4, Nartai's having a crack up the inside of the 58 machine of Matt Hand. Hands up high on the track. Has he got the speed? He's got a nice line as they come out of turn 2. Round the outside of Nartai as they go down the back straight. This is where the race is at the moment. Rees has got about 3 or 4 over Ward, who's got about a dozen over the rest of them. Hand goes in hot. He's sitting up high. Nartai's coming back down low. Zach West just turns the old man round, so that'll be an interesting talk at the dinner table. Nartai gets up the inside of Matt Hand. Hand gives him a bit of bumper as they come out of 2. Malcolm Nartai pulls away. So, our race leader, well, let's look back up the front. Asher Rees going through Enviro Waste. Comes down the front straight, past us for another lap. Then we go back to Jaden Ward. Malcolm Nartai sitting in that 3rd spot. Then we go Matt Hand. Tim Ross, Phil Kramer. Then we drop back to Paul West. Matt Hand's just turned himself round. Valuable points. White flag. This time round for Asher Rees. He shoots up the inside of Zach West. Jaden Ward still holding on to that 2nd spot. Malcolm Nartai in 3rd. Tim Ross is he's got issues. He's slowed right up. So that was our 5th place car. Matt Hand's in 6th. Will he have enough lap time? No, he's half spun himself again. So checkered flag. Asher Rees takes out the 2nd heat. Then we go back to Jaden Ward. Malcolm Nartai.
Real interesting when you look at these points as we start to tally up here after 2 heats. Asher Rees on 28 points ahead of everyone else. 3 points back, you've got Jaden Ward and Malcolm Nartai tied together on 25, and then you've got 5 points back to Matt Hand and Tim Ross. So those are going to be your battles. Who's going to take out 2nd and 3rd at this point, assuming that Asher can finish where he is.
from Michael Pickens here for a moment, but now he's
We are catching up with one of Stratford's big icons here, Peter Kerrigan. Pete, good to see you around Stratford supporting your boy in the mini sprint class. How cool is it to be back and having the boy racing in Stratford?
Oh, it's good. We enjoy the racing. We have always enjoyed racing. I've been doing it for a number of years, as you're well aware, and I'm always just proud to be interviewed by the dirt track team because it's good. And the racing's going to be good tonight because we've got a good full field here, and there's all the top people are here, which is excellent. We've lost the number one car, but he was a bit mischievous here a couple of years ago, and so he's lost the chance to be here.
Talking about yourself now, Stratford's a pretty iconic track for yourself. You've been here many years, built the first space frame. Is there any cars in particular that stand out to you that you've built over the years? Because you've built pretty much everything, PK.
Yeah, a lot of my cars have done extremely well in my time. Probably more in recent times we haven't, because we've got more professional car builders now than when I started out. I was probably one of the only in the beginning, and then a few more got on the scene, but I was fairly lucky. Some high profile people bought my cars and they did extremely well, and they led the championships for a few years there, which was really good for me and my business.
When it comes to people building their own cars, how cool is it? Like, I guess you say the Kerrigan chassis are pretty well known, but when it comes to people building their own cars, it must be a bit of a buzz to see plenty of people having a go at it themselves.
I think it is. I think it's very good, and there's still room in our sport for those people, whereas a lot of other sports you can't do that. You've got to have professionally built gear to even be in the running, whereas in our sport we can have those people. And
speaking with your cars, is there any particular title that one of your cars has won that stands out quite special, something that happened that never should have happened maybe?
Yeah, the champs were at Tauranga, the old Tauranga track, or Mount track, or whatever you want to call it, and Shane Anderson was winning by a country mile, and he failed to do the last lap after the white flag. He thought the white flag was the final lap flag, the checkered, and he didn't do that lap, and he lost the New Zealand champs.
As our leaders come round, here we go.
This Saturday night at Max Motors Wellington Family Speedway starting 7 p.m. It's the Capital Pools and Spas Stock Cars Ultimate Pairs Knockout, including round 2 of the Friday Home Superstock Series, support classes, modifieds and saloons. This Saturday night at Top of the South Speedway Nelson starting 6 p.m. is the South Island Sidecar Champs. This Saturday night at Greenstone Park Speedway starting 4 p.m. it's the Christchurch Speed Stock Car Stampede. Support classes include street stocks, production saloons, mini stocks and modifieds. This Saturday night at the Racecourse Hotel and Motor Lodge, Ruapuna Speedway starting at 6 p.m. It's the Hydrolink War of the Wings Sprint Cars Round 7 and the Modified Sprint Clay Cup. This Friday night at the Beachlands Speedway starting 6 p.m. is the Battle of the Street Stocks Night 1. Saturday night will be a continuation of the Street Stocks and support classes include Super Saloons and Adult Mini Stocks.
So the green's in the air. And we're away and racing. Nartai gets away. Ward's up the inside. He's jumped up a couple of spots already. Tim Ross is up the inside of Nartai. Here comes Asher Rees. He's up into 5th spot already. Down the back straight, Ross is leading Nartai as they go into 3 and 4. Ross is up high. Asher Rees is up the inside of Matt Hand to try and take over that 4th spot. He's done that. Tim Ross is still leading us at this stage over Nartai as they go into 1 and 2. Jaden Ward's thereabouts as well. Real tight this one in their final race. Tim Ross leading us down the back straight over Nartai. Jaden Ward, he's coming in. He's just going to do the big slide job on Nartai and push him out of the way. He's taken over the lead. Here comes Asher Rees in the picture now up the inside of Nartai also. 3 wide going into turn 1. Tim Ross is the unlucky one out of this. He gets pushed out wide. Nartai is trying to come back up the inside of Rees. He's done that. Rees has been left out high and dry. Tim Ross is back up the inside. Is there something wrong with Rees' car? He's going back up the inside of Ross. Looks like he's got a flat rear tyre. He has something's collapsed in the rear ear of the Rees car. He's got a right rear flat. So he's dropped back down into 5th spot. Jaden Ward, he's opened up. He's got about 8 cars over Nartai, about the same back to Tim Ross, who's just made up a bit of ground. Matt Hand's coming back into the spot for the 4th place. Paul West just shot up the inside of Asher Rees, who's just circulating. He's just got to try and get some points. But our race at this stage is up the front. Jaden Ward over Malcolm Nartai, Tim Ross. Then we go back to Paul West, Matt Hand. Asher Rees is he's just pulled out of it. That tyre's obviously gone altogether, so that'll open things right up. As they come through 3 and 4, Ward over Nartai. Then we've got Tim Ross. Back to Paul West, Matt Hand. White flag this time round for our leader, 971, Jaden Ward over Malcolm Nartai. Matt Hand giving Paul West a bit of bumper. Zach West is into the side of Hand as they go down the front straight. Zach West has gone in pretty hard. He's going to throw the door open. They're going side by side. Our race leaders are coming through turns 3 and 4. Jaden Ward, 971 over Malcolm Nartai. Then we'll see who's sitting in 3rd spot as they come through. Zach West is still on the bumper of Hand. Matt Hand. Then we go back to Paul West, Tim Ross, Peter Fields, and that's how we'll round it out.
So if we have a quick look at the points there, Jaden Ward on 39, Malcolm Nartai on 38 and Asher Rees on 34. So he didn't finish the last race, but he he's with the DNF he doesn't get the points, does he? So it drops down to 28. So actually that changes. So it's Jaden Ward on 39, Malcolm Nartai on 38 and Matt Hand on 32. Comes through to take the 3rd place.
Very good result for Matt Hand and well deserved. He's driven well, as we talked about earlier.
So they're all behaving themselves. wide. Pickens right out wide. And he's away. too. One of the cars caught that as it went through. So we got one being sent to the infield here as well. Looks like it could be the 36 car out of Palmerston North. We'll get ready for a restart this time around.
Okay, we're down here with our 72p Elliot Heron, third place in our feature. Man, you got pipped at the post, but good drive nonetheless. You picked up a heat win throughout the night too. Your first heat win in the Oval Superstar Series and your first podium. Happy with it?
Yeah, definitely. Car was grouse tonight. Got to thank all the guys. They really pulled through. We sort of had a really good car for, I don't know, most of the season now. We sort of haven't executed, so it's a good result for the team. Everyone's really deserving of a good finish, so it's been working good.
It's your first full season of mini sprints, so how are you finding it so far in the series as well?
It's been really good. Racing every week is great. We came from circuit racing, and I don't know, it wasn't the competition that we have here. The variety of tracks, it's just so much learning. It's been it's been a great turnaround. It's an awesome series.
When you say you've been in circus racing, can you elaborate on what you sort of done in the circuit racing and how it's helped you with the mini sprint class?
Yeah, sure. We came from Mini 7s. We ran that for maybe 4 or 5 years. Had a pretty good run out there. Travelled the length of the country, all that sort of stuff. Good competition. It was awesome racing. And I think it's translated well to the mini sprint. You drive it much more like a front-wheel drive car than I would have expected. The characteristics are pretty similar. You got to stay in the gas until the bitter end sort of thing, and same deal with the mini. So that part of it's crossed over well, but the setup stuff has really had us on the ropes a little bit. We've had a bit of a job getting this thing figured out, but I think we're starting to get around it. The Coopers bought the car off. They've been really, really helpful, helping us out with that. Same with Kerry Brokers, he's been helping us out a lot. Plus all the guys up and down pit road here, they've been helping us out heaps. So,
all right, we're catching up with our runner-up for the Western Stampede, brought to you by Independent Rap here, Shane Dewar. And Dewey, mate, you started from grid 5. You must have been pretty happy when that caution came out late in the race.
Oh no, it was good. You played into my hands real well, so no, liking that.
You were basically the only one using that high line, and once again, Dewey done what Dewey does and ballsed up and went right round and picked up the second on the line.
Yeah, mate, you know me, comeback kid, you got to do it at the last minute. Last minute motorsport, mate.
That must put you pretty much near the top of the, well, if not top of points for the overall series. So looking forward for the rest of the series. We head into Gisborne, and I think Palmerston North as well still to come. You must be looking pretty happy with how you're sitting.
Yeah, I think Mr. Vaughan may be still a couple points ahead of me. I'm not 100% sure on that. We're trying to work that out before, but yeah, we've got 3 rounds left, mate, and she'll be balls to the wall every round, eh?
You must have plenty of people that you want to thank too, not only for yourself and also the series as well.
Oh, definitely. Series-wise, I've got to thank Kerry. He's gone out of his way to make everything happen behind the scenes. Obviously, Declan, yourself, Stu, top man. I've got to thank the boys for crewing the car. We've got Josh, Toodles, old Cripple over there, and Ben, my top man and crewman. He's taken over Cam this year and doing a top-notch job. I've got to thank the sponsors. We've got Jutech, NZ, Elf, and a couple others in there that help us out. No, it's real good.
Okay, we're catching up with our feature winner from the Independent Rap Western Stampede, Lydia Dickinson, the 75S in the Independent Rap car. Got to be wrapped.
For sure. Yeah, no, it's good. We've had probably not the best of seasons so far, to be honest. So it's nice to finally get some success for the team and for the car. So yeah, no, it's nice to tick it off finally.
20 laps out there. You had it well and truly under control, and then Kerry decided to throw a wheel in the works, literally, and bring on a caution. What were your thoughts on that, going through and having to re-get that lead off Carl McGill?
Yeah, so it's just, I mean, obviously what I was doing must have been working. I don't think anyone was sort of sticking their nose in, so it was just a case of just doing what I had been doing for the last 19 laps, so do it again for the last couple, and yeah, it was all good.
You started off the pole position. You got to choose the pole position, I'm guessing, because you were top on points. Was there any particular reason for choosing pole?
Not really. No, I mean, 2 has its advantages as well with setting the pace. But no, we just played it out and worked out all right in the end.